We both eradicate people.
Right, hello guys, watching Geeks Assemble Entertainment video, another review on the channel. Today we're going to be doing the final of Being Human. We've done series 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're doing 5 now. We did part 1 of series 5 last week, so check that out on the channel if you haven't already. Today we're going to be doing episode 4, 5 and 6, which is the finale of Being Human. The last ever time we're going to be talking about it. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is incredible. I think it's poetic and perfect how they end it, but that's the finale. Let's get on to the 2 episodes before that. So we have the lovable Bobby, I think it is, or the werewolf that gets introduced is kind of set as bait to connect with the werewolf and the vampire. However, the devil has other sort of ideas, the old dude. Yeah, it's lovely to see Bobby connecting with the werewolf and Tom, and they just have a brilliant connection, which I just think is lovable. I really enjoy that episode because it's fun, it's uplifting. And then towards the end of the episode, the devil whispers in the ear like he does before, controlling people and manipulating and telling Bobby to kill himself, which is a horrible thing because you love this character, and he was actually going to join the team, the Being Human team, which is going to be cool. Bobby is a werewolf as well, so we did get to see him transform and Tom stopping Bobby killing people and stuff like that, so it was pretty cool stuff. Then we got the episode before the finale, which was leading into that quite well. We had this other girl that was on the run from these people. She basically fell, and Tom fell for her, and he was having mixed feelings and how he should feel and what she shouldn't feel. Hal was really trying to recover from blood and drinking, and Hal gets a deal with this girl. He drinks her blood, and he protects her. And the girl also falls for Tom, and Tom falls for her. But she's signed up from that man who owns the agency, who tries to keep all the natural stuff like the werewolves, the ghosts and the vampires hidden from the humans. He's hired her to get him mixed in and involved, and he's connected to the devil, so it's all that going on. Basically by the end, she does the job she's meant to do, even if she didn't want to do it at the end, and she kills herself, and the blame goes to Hal, and everyone blames Hal, and the ghost arises and says he will rise, leading into the finale. And then Alice, the ghost, tries to face head on the devil, and she gets sent to her grave, and she has to dig out her grave, leading into the finale. I thought that was pretty dark and pretty interesting. Now the finale, let's talk about the last ever story. I really enjoyed this one. This is the pinnacle, beautiful, poetic way to end with all these brilliant characters we've had over the past 5 seasons. We got nods from the other teammates as well, which was lovely. Yeah, so we have the devil. Basically, he's risen now. He's going to try and talk to the whole world all at once using the satellites and stuff like that, and the broadcasting network. And the Being Human team are all split up as the devil likes. The ghost is trying to resurrect and try and get out her grave. She does so, and on the hunt to try and stop Tom and Hal from ripping each other to shreds. Hal, the vampire, has created his team, and he is ready to rumble, and Tom is ready to kill Hal for the greater good. Tom destroys all of Hal's vampires that have been recruited. It's just Hal and Tom left. They're fighting. It's an awesome battle scene. And then Alice comes in just in the nick of time to stop them fighting from killing each other. Then they all come together, one last hurrah, because the apocalypse is bad for everyone. And they run towards the devil. And the devil's already whispered to people. People are dying, people are jumping, people are doing this and that in the Wales network. But now he's going to talk to the whole world. And they need to stop him before he does that. I think that's very intriguing. I really enjoy the aspect of the devil playing and manipulating, and we get to see that even more when they finally come up against the devil, and the devil pulls each other into their heads, and Tom actually cannot be a werewolf anymore, and he gets to live with Alison, I do believe her name is. Anyway, his bird, and she's pregnant, and Tom isn't got a werewolf in him no more, which is taunting on that pull strings. And then we have Alison, who never died, and she gets to spend time with her dad. And then you've got the vampire himself. He is not being turned into a vampire. He gets to live out his days and doesn't get to turn into a vampire. It doesn't want to happen. But we have all these playing on to torment them and trick them and go, yes, you can have this life, you can have this life, but I will take this life, the reality. And he can rule, the devil can actually rule the main reality while they have their dream lives. And they all come together and stop the devil, and then the devil's like, right. And then the team come in, that guy finally comeuppance and shooting the devil, and the devil escapes into that guy for him to come back to the house where everyone thinks they're all fine, but they're going to try and kill Hal because he's too dangerous to be left. That you just think everything's resolved, but no, the team aren't going to stay together. Hal's still off on his own thing, and then the devil appears in the new body which the guy owns and trying to keep humans from knowing about werewolves, ghosts and vampires. He arrives as the devil this time, and the devil's trying to kill them all, and I've survived. And then they basically stop him and kill him. They kill the devil finally, and that guy that runs the agency. And yeah, basically with that into play, as soon as the devil's gone, their spells have been lifted. Tom's no longer a werewolf, Alison's no longer a ghost, and Hal is no longer a vampire. Being human, they're finally coming human. I think that's the beautiful way to end this series, and the new challenge they have to accept of trying to get back to normal for how it's been decades. So he's going to struggle. Tom, he from since he was a youngling, you know, so he's going to struggle. And Alison's, it's been a rocky couple of months or years since she was last human, so she's going to have to adapt back to her reality, and telling her family that she's still alive, which I think is very interesting to see them all survive as human. And I think being human, the best way is turning the vampire, the ghost and the werewolf back to human, and seeing that was lovely. And Hal and Alison having that love chemistry that they've had with all the series, will it work? We won't find out, but they were kind of a unit together. And I love that Tom, Hal and Alison sat down on a couch ready to watch TV. And that was that. That was the end of the series. I'm going to give this, out of 10, an 8.5. Really enjoyed it. I think it's perfectly well done to end the series. It's not special, but it's a good way to end it. And I just want to give it a round of applause, you know. So let me know your thoughts of this series down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get to the channel goal before the end of the year. And of course, we do Game of Thrones. We've done Being Human, Merlin, Doctor Who, Gotham. We do DC, Marvel. We do all sorts of shows. So this channel is really for everyone, for TV and movie. So you might as well subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys for another video very soon. Have a nice day.
And pull out your hearts. And then one day you stroll into the hotel with a werewolf. Talk about a get out of jail card.